Adına ev. can't I find the things I documented yesterday for my patients now? The consumables I used, I can't see it. I will praise you, Lord, from the bottom of my heart. This is total that I used on yesterday. Hold on, dear. Why is she pressing bell? Esther, why is she pressing the bell?
I'm not.
Why is she pressing the bell? Why is she pressing the bell?
But I didn't off it.
The bell?
Yes.
You've turned it off now. You definitely pressed it. There's no way to turn off without, because even if you didn't, let's say you didn't press it there, this one still should have been showing light, but are you sure you're okay? You did. Exactly. Let me just wait till like 1. I'll start reading with people. You need to cover that anatomy. That anatomy is a very bulky course. It's not something you joke with. But anatomy itself is on a normal day, 1 week to cover it. That course, it has always been after my life. In fact, so even interested that because this semester we have hearts, we have gallbladder, we have the liver, the systems, digestive system, everything. This man talked about the heart, blood supply to the body, all those inferior vernacular. I still need to read that. And I'm always mixing it up.
Yes, me
Always
too.
mixing it up. The one that is coming from oxygenated and deoxygenated and all. Then you know what I was talking about the arterial supply to different parts of the body, the venous supply to, like, this man just, we already, it will not matter in heaven now, just make this thing easier. How will you be telling me
Just read it the way you read. That's what I used to do.
It's not even, he still talked about ECG. We did ECG last semester. He still talked about ECG. He still talked about all those tiny, tiny blood vessels, tiny, the ones supplying to the digits, the ones supplying to the eye, the ones supplying to the liver. I'm like, is it necessary? Let's just know the summary. You don't need to start. Thank God they're not even the ones that set our questions. So, I beg.
They said you should just do the material that is not.
Yeah, but it's the material I'm telling you that is very detailed. If the material is detailed like this, right now,
But who said question?
I don't know the people that said questions, but it's not the lecturers that said the questions. So I need to today. I'll go to the question bank and then check what they've been asking all this while. Hello. She's not here. You need who? She's not here. She's not here. Okay, she's running here and there. Is she? No problem. When she comes, I'll let her know. Hello. So today we'll be debunking some myth that we believed all our lives. One of the one I still find funny is cutting. Okay, so when someone is hiccuping, you cut rope and then you put on the person's head, and then the hiccuping stops. I don't know. Can someone tell me the rationale? Like, how does that work? Putting rope on the head and then stopping hiccup. What's the relationship between putting rope on the head? Nonsense, do you have any idea? The relationship between putting a rope when you're having hiccups, the relationship between putting rope on your head and then stopping. You've not heard it.
I know about that, but I don't think it does.
But how come our parents practice, and even till now people are still practicing, then they still tell you that
I've
it works?
tried to check, but I don't think there's any rationale about that.
You checked online?
Yeah, it's the one I know is holding your breath.
That will stop it, right? Because basically what happens in hiccuping is when there is an irritation at the diaphragm. Once that diaphragm see did I call it an organ in the stomach, in this upper region, once it's irritated, it begins to cause that hiccuping. So now people will now say that when you put thread, how is it that they thread? I don't get sure, but I still find it very funny that people practice it. And you know that's interesting. Even as a child, I tried it and it will stop. But I think it's just coincidence because normally when you allow hiccup, it will resolve on its own. Whether you put thread or whether you don't put thread, whether you give water, it will still resolve on its own. But people still go ahead to put thread on the head and then they believe that it will stop. Please, if you're still practicing that, let me know. Is it true? Is it possible? What's the relationship that maybe me, I don't know, because I'm quite young, I believe, and maybe there is something our parents have always thought that works for them that I don't know. Adiola, they said they need you in surgical ward. O&G, sorry. Are you the one covering for O&G today too? So what are some myths you believe? Another one I heard as a child and I got scared of is orange seed. That when you swallow orange seed, it will grow from your head, and I'll be very scared. I'll be very scared. Sometimes when I drink, when I'm sucking my orange and then the seed, I mistakenly swallow the seed. I'm thinking, so does it mean that a whole tree, I'll just be imagining, does it mean that a whole tree will grow from my stomach and then the branches will come out from my ears and from my eyes, and maybe the fruit itself will be... It's very funny. It's very funny. So what are some myths, some funny myths you believed as a child while growing up? Adela, which one did you believe while growing up? Myths. Which myths did you believe while growing up? Which one? She's talking to somebody. I know of the one of putting thread on your head and then stopping hiccup. Is that does it work? Is it true?
It works, but it's just belief. But
It's
it does work.
It's
But
just
I think what you put your mind to that, okay, when I put this thing, when I do this thing, it's going to work. I think
and then you'd now be thinking that it's the rope.
Yes.
But you know that whether or not to put the rope, the hiccuping will stop.
No, but the belief of our mothers then that if you put it stop. And it do stop.
So why don't you stop instantly? Sometimes the child will still be for some time before it will
do stop.
It's not the rope.
I know it's not the rope. Medically,
it's not the medical.
But you can't tell the mothers, African mothers.
Another one
And that one that you said, if you swallow
orange seed,
yes,
it will grow from your head. I was very scared of that one. Very, very scared. Very, very scared. Even even as an adult now, somehow when I'm talking orange and I swallow the seed, I still remember. But I'm like, it's not true. You can't you can't.
Never.
I believe it. Even as an adult, I'm
They used
looking
to
orange
say
and
it.
swallow it. The first thing
I
that goes
know.
through my mind is orange will go in my head. But I'm like, it's not. Tell me, wait, it's
The way I
not
know
good.
is that if you are eating food, if you are eating one particular thing too much, the
Okay,
thing will grow.
it's true.
It's well, oh, all those things are not true, I beg. Another one they've always told us is, but it's a very dangerous practice, is when you're beating a child and then you're throwing the child up, it helps the child to overcome the fear of heights. But medically, it's even dangerous because a lot of people that they've done that for have ended up having seizures, having cerebral palsy, having damages caused to their brains. And you know that anything that happens to the brain is a lifelong deformity. There is no going back, there is no changing. So the child will have to live with it. So most children that you see, some people they will turn the baby upside down as if they're washing clothes. I'm like, this is a human being. And for educational purpose, the brain of a child is still in the formative stage. So when I educate people, I tell them, imagine having an egg. Okay, you crack an egg open and you put it in a bowl. And then you shake it, shake it, shake it. When you open it, definitely the yolk would have mixed with the albumin. So that's what happens in the brain when you you shake the child vigorously. The brain is hitting against the skull. And when the brain is hitting against the skull, definitely you're causing damages to the blood vessels, to the still developing, very fragile brain. And the brain is also very fragile. The brain is very, very fragile. So I think it's one of the most delicate and fragile organ in the body. So imagine hitting it back and forth on the against the skull. That child will end up being a vegetable. So please, this dangerous practice of turning the child upside down, that you're helping the child to overcome the fear of height. I don't know where that comes from, but please, if you are still practicing it, please stop. Please stop, because you're going to end up damaging that child's life for life, and that child will grow up not being useful. The child will end up being a vegetable. I mean, quote and unquote, right? So please, if you're still practicing it, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. So, what are some dangerous, some funny myths you believed as a child? Let me hear you. I want to hear some myth. Maybe not really African, because Africa we have so many myths that some people are still practicing. individual assignments. It's just
I'm trying to check.
okay. Your individual assignment.
It's two. This one I saying we should start checking the course. Like the video is sent on YouTube. All the video, we should start summarizing it.
God
And
forbid.
it's 15 marks. It's that one I've not done. And it will soon expire. And this woman physiology that said we should draw too. That one is even going to find it to do that one this night. So that one does not have closing dates, but that one that said we should start watching all this video and be summarizing.
That guy is. Do you know what he's you guys make money?
I know now.
Do you know because imagine he has up to 100 students. I mean yes, they have up to 100 students per lecturer. So all the 100 of the people watching this video, and some people will watch back, forward, watch again, go back, watch again. No, I
know now. That's why, and is that the only thing?
did
No other assignments, no quiz, 15 marks.
That's why they use an cash out say they do assignment.
I think they vex me because I'm looking for ways to do that thing now. Start watching one video.
I'm supposed to. This woman's Jesus. Do you know this man I've not attended to her?